Fish, they're technically birds of prey as well. So yeah, hawks, owls, eagles, vultures, and ospreys, those are all birds of prey, but those are all raptors. There are lots of birds of prey out there that you wouldn't think of as a bird of prey. But I've got some good examples of some raptors for you, so I'm going to start off with showing off the raptors that we have here at the gardens. So let me go ahead and get this little girl ready for you guys. She's feisty today. Alright, there you go, up, up. Both feet, both feet, good girl. Alright. Alright, so this is my friend Dancer. I'm going to show you guys how she got her name Dancer. She likes to dance on the gauntlet. Now, Dancer is a red-tailed hawk. They're also known as chicken hawks in other parts of the United States. They get that name from that very bright red or bright brown tail that they've got there. They're red-tailed hawks. And they're called chicken hawks because they've been known to take chickens off of farmers' off of farms. So they're called red-tailed hawks or chicken hawks. Now, these birds of prey are definitely raptors. They have a very good, keen sense of eyesight. They have that sharp, hooked beak. And more specifically, they have these very strong talons that they use to seize their prey. And because they seize their prey, these birds are raptors. Now, these birds are kind of the fast food birds of the bird of prey world. They like to hover about 500 to 1,000 feet up in the air, looking down on the ground for their prey. And when they find their prey, they'll tuck their wings back and go into a dive. And as they dive on top of their prey, they can reach immense speeds. These birds have been clocked at speeds over 100 miles per hour in their full dive. Some of these birds, the red-tailed hawks, will go into a straight vertical dive, and the fastest one was clocked at nearly 120 miles per hour. So the red-tailed hawks are some of the fastest animals on the face of the earth. Now, when they come diving out of the sky on top of their prey, at the very last moment, they'll open up their wings like a big parachute, and they'll slow down. And as they slow down, they'll extend their talons out from underneath them, and then boom, they'll seize their prey, and then take off somewhere else to go eat it. So that's why these birds are kind of the fast food birds of the bird of prey world. They slow down just enough to hit the drive-through window, and then boom, they take off somewhere else. Now, when these birds go hunting around, they don't really rely too much on their sense of smell. They do have a sense of smell, but it's mostly designed to keep them away from bad foods, rotting meats, and things like that. And they do have a decent sense of hearing, but it's not an amazing sense of hearing. It's just a good sense of hearing. These birds rely primarily on their vision. And these red-tailed hawks have amazing vision. There's some really cool things about their eyesight. First thing about their eyesight is they have binocular vision. They have depth perception just like we do. They can tell who's sitting close and who's sitting far away, but they can manipulate the shape of the lens of their eye, and they can zoom in on the people that are far away from them, or the objects that are far away from them. So they have binocular vision. They can zoom in and out of their field of vision. They also have UV vision. They can see a little bit more of the visual spectrum than we do. We see the rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, but they see all of that plus ultraviolet. So they've got a little bit a broader visual spectrum than we do, and that really helps them out when they go hunting because the trail that a rodent leaves through a field actually fluoresces in UV light. So because they have UV vision, they have that extra cell in their retina that allows them to see a broader part of the spectrum. When they go hunting for rodents, the rodent's trail glows in the dark to them. It looks like a glow-in-the-dark watch, or if you've ever seen a highlighter in blacklight, the rodent trails fluoresce to the red-tailed hawks because they have the UV vision. Now, in addition to having binocular vision and UV vision, they also just out and out have an amazingly keen sense of vision. They can see, my friend Dancer here, she can see at 120 feet what I see at about 20. That's that much better than our vision. And to give you an idea just how spectacular their eyesight really is, the red-tailed hawks can see a mouse's tail, not the whole mouse, just the mouse's tail, from 17 football fields away. 17 football fields away, 1,700 yards, and they can see the mouse's tail, not just the mouse. So these birds are a really good example of a raptor that hunts basically relying on their vision. Now, you can tell that these birds are built from